Friends head to a remote cabin for fun, but one happens to be a killer. An AI story.
The group of friends had been planning their weekend getaway for months, looking forward to the peace and quiet of the remote lodge in the mountains. They arrived on Friday afternoon, excited to start their weekend of relaxation and fun. But as soon as they settled in and the snows started falling, everything changed. The blizzard was fierce, and soon they were completely cut off from the outside world. The group tried to make the best of it, playing games and cooking meals together. But as the hours turned into days, tensions began to rise. It started with little things, like disagreements about what movie to watch or who should do the dishes. But soon, the arguments turned into full-blown fights, with accusations and insults flying back and forth. And then, on the third day, they found the first body. It was Sarah, one of the youngest members of the group. She was lying in a pool of blood in the bathroom, her throat slit. Everyone was in shock, trying to process what had just happened. But soon, suspicion began to grow. They had all been together the whole time, so the killer had to be one of them. But who? The group was now on high alert, watching each other closely and trying to piece together any clues that might lead them to the killer. They searched the lodge from top to bottom, but there was no sign of anyone else. As the days passed, more bodies were discovered. Each one was killed in a different way, but there was always one thing in common: they had all been killed while the rest of the group was sleeping. The tension in the lodge was almost unbearable. No one could trust anyone else, and everyone was on edge, wondering who would be next. And then, on the fifth day, the killer was finally revealed. It was Mark, one of the oldest members of the group. He had been quiet and unassuming throughout the whole ordeal, but it turned out that he had been carefully planning each murder, waiting for the perfect opportunity to strike. Mark was arrested and taken away, but the damage had been done. The group had been forever changed by the experience, and they would never forget the horror of those long, cold days in the remote lodge.